today's Thursday, 26th of June. There should be a performance ride with the club, but there wasn't a lot of interest, so I think they still went ahead. Unfortunately, I've been waiting for a headset bearing. I decided to change mine because they were just full of grit and horrible, and they didn't arrive until it was too late to go out on the performance ride once I'd actually fitted them. So a bit of a shame, because it would have been nice. Having said that, I think there was only 3 that went out. So I decided to go out and do a solo ride, which for me at the moment, I don't do very often. My motivation for solo rides is pretty poor. I like going out on my own, but not to do like a zone 3 or 4. It's nice to do just zone 2 on your own, just to chill and take it all in. If I'm going to do some work, if I'm going to properly train, then it's I like to go out with others and with the club, because it motivates you more. It motivates me anyway, encourages me to do it. So this is a solo ride. It's only a short one. I think it's like nearly 14 miles. So it's not very long, but I thought I would give it a bit of a bash, do sort of upper zone 3, zone 4. It ended up being a zone 4. If you have a look on my Strava, you'll see that there's not a lot of leeway. Sort of, it's all around zone 3, 4, 5, a bit of 6. So this was quite a hard ride for me. You can see that my heart rate has gently gone up to sort of around the 160 mark, and that's where it kind of stays. The speed, I wanted to try and get around 20 miles an hour as an average, but it was more important that the power was high. Well, my zone 4 is threshold, so my FTP at the moment is about 250. So to get around there or ish would be good. I think I averaged out 233 for this ride. Interestingly, you'll notice coming down this road, I wave there at the car because it weren't giving me an awful lot of room coming down here. Even though it's my right of way, cars for some reason decide to ignore that part of the highway code and just plough on through. You know, I don't mind as long as they give you room. The cars can do what they like as long as they keep us safe, and it shows that we have to always be aware of what's going on. It's not always us that's the issue, it's usually everyone else. They don't see us, so they don't care about us. So you do need eyes everywhere. You always have to predict what's about to happen or what could happen, and you know, that's always been one of my little mottos. Always have a look and see what's about to happen and stay out of the way. Right, so this is quite a flat course. I'm speeding some of the parts up because you don't need to see all of it. It's just the route that I take for a short, sharp, faster course. It's quite a nice course, and as you can see with the weather and the countryside, it's absolutely stunning. At the moment, it was quite hot, so I was suffering a little bit, and it was quite windy as well, which never helps, especially if you never have a proper tailwind. I do have a little bit of a tailwind at some point. I can't remember where it was, but you know, hey ho. But yeah, it's a nice ride, and because it was a zone 4, it's a proper sort of training ride rather than going out with the club. I used a bit of this instead. So yeah, enjoy for a while, and I'll have a chat with you in a sec. So this is quite a nice sort of fast bit. You get to the island just out of Anstey, and you turn right here. You have to be a bit careful here because there's quite often accidents here. because there's a left-hand corner that people come screaming around. So I turn right here by the big white house, and then here for a little while. It's quite nice and straight, and the roads, it's not too bad. A few potholes, but it's quite fast. So you can get a good speed up down here. And then at the end, we'll turn right at the crossroads. Again, it's a crossroads, so you need to be careful because they do come around fast. This is where sort of the draggy hills are, if you like. I mean, they're not really hills, they're just drags, but they do sap your strength. So we'll speed it up a little bit here because you don't really want to see all of it. But you know, this is the drag or the climb, if you like. It's not that much. It's not too bad, but it does sap your strength. I managed to sort out the power as well. So as you can see on the left-hand side, it's now giving a true reading of the power that I'm doing at the moment, at the time. All the gauges seem to be working as well. I can't remember what you call it now, telemetry overlay or something. It's working perfectly. It's really easy. I had to pay for it, unfortunately. It wasn't a freebie, but it was the only one I could get to actually work properly without any fuss or any major hassle. And there were some that were okay, but they didn't use the power. They couldn't find the power for whatever reason, and you know, so this is the only one that I could find that actually worked well. Now this section here, this is the fast bit. This is a downhill. So if you need to make up time on this little course, this is where you sort of do it. It's a bit flat here, but you'll soon start to hit the downhill, and you get some decent speed. I don't overdo the speed. I don't really power on through for the downhill because you don't make up that much time, but it's a nice way of catching up if you're a bit slower. Coming around this corner here, you do reach sort of 30-35 miles an hour, and just ahead, now I'm not really pedaling too hard here, but just ahead you've got this crossroads, and you've got to be really careful. Just hit a bump there, and I think that is what gave me a puncture, which we'll find out in a minute. But yeah, coming up here, you've got to be careful of this crossroads because there are an awful lot of accidents here, so you've got to be aware of it. And nice downhill. Yeah, forget the lights, don't worry about those. It's only red. You know, that car didn't mind. So we hang a right here, and then we're nearly home. But unfortunately, back there by the crossroads, I think that's where I punctured, or I got a puncture. So I came swinging around here. It might have been somewhere else, I don't know, but swinging around here. This is a good Strava segment. I haven't got it. I've done all right on it before, but it's a bit of a rubbish road surface. But it's around here that I unfortunately got a puncture, so I couldn't carry on. But them's the ways. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. I don't know if it is or not, but I'll see you in the next one. So bye.